Beth, we'll start with you.
Oil and vinaigrette on the side.
Oh, okay, very specific. Vinaigrette on the side is the dressing for his salad.
All right, now, if in true newlywed...
I need to go to Artie and Dana first because then you have to beat them if they get it right.
Right, what is the score at this point?
Okay, right now, Howard, you have 45 and Artie and Dana have 40. So the 25 will put, either one of you pretty over the top. Okay, you ready? Artie, Dana, you're...
Well, there's only two that I really use. Oil and vinegar, like a regular Italian, like a pizza salad, a pizzeria, or a balsamic vinaigrette. Which did she say? I'm going to go with oil and vinegar. Oil and vinegar.
Oil and vinegar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God! This is a tough one.
That's exactly what I said.
Can I ask a question? I guess
Absolutely.
I guess I can't.
No, you have to answer the question.
Think about it. That's okay.
I ordered
Come
a
on.
dressing. Am I going to put on?
Exactly. Let's see if Beth pays attention to you.
It would be your salad.
I am going to go with, we've gotten every question right. This is the one that counts. Oil and vinegar.
Vinaigrette
I
on
said
the
oil
side.
and vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette is oil and
I
vinegar.
said oil and vinaigrette. If you guys can replay it.
Then let Gary be the judge.
You guys can replay it.
Gary?
Okay, here's the deal. Oh, no, here's the deal.
Vinaigrette is
She said an oil and vinaigrette, then she said vinaigrette. Now, Dana was trying to decide between oil and vinegar or Italian. I told her she had to pick one, and I believe vinaigrette is the same as oil and vinegar. I really do.
I believe so.
So I say that that's the right answer.
I said
is,
oil
though.
and vinaigrette. Do you remember?
And oil and vinaigrette. She said oil and... You think that's not the same?
What's the difference? What's the difference? No, wait. Hold on a second.
That's
semantics, Robin.
What's the difference?
I said exactly what was written.
That's
I said
right.
oil
But it doesn't mean we're wrong.
We
said
Dana
oil and
be
vinegar.
Very specific. We made her be very
But twice,
and
not
she-
once,
and she
twice.
did
Did the bonus
exactly-
question?
Yeah, but hold it. Her question was... A difference between
hold on.
Italian dressing and oil and vinegar.
No, but
oil and vinaigrette is the same as oil and vinegar.
No.
It absolutely is.
No, because...
you guys were making her be so specific.
Robin,
Wait, hey, hold on, Howard. Here's the thing.
We win.
If Beth said
we won.
Did Beth use
Wait.
You can.
Here's the deal.
Harry said it. He's the judge.
Can the judge talk for a second? The judge doesn't. The judge. No. The judge doesn't order a lot of salads. Okay, so the judge doesn't
Neither
know.
does Artie.
Is there a difference? Let me finish my thought.
Yeah, who am I,
is there a
Mr. Salad?
difference between
There is
oil
no
and
difference
vinegar?
between oil and vinegar
There is truly
with oil
a
and
difference
vinaigrette.
between
'Cause I
oil
got
and vinegar and vinaigrette.
Oil and vinegar is
Yeah, but
vinaigrette.
Robin-
No.
I got two
it
guys.
is not
It is vinaigrette.
I got two guys
No,
in
it
Play
stereo.
back her
It
answer.
is.
I got Freddie on one side and Tom on the other side, both saying that there is a distinct difference.
There's a
I don't
distinct
know.
difference. It's the herbs you put in the
Wait,
vinegar.
here's
I said oil and vinegar. She wrote oil and vinegar.
I don't care about
But
the extra question. I won.
Wait a minute. Let me say this.
We allow for
I
interpretation.
Benny.
Rob,
Wait a second.
She said oil and vinaigrette.
Dana
Play
and
back what I
Artie-
said.
Play back what she said.
Dana and Artie match perfectly, even as to
Right.
what she said.
So what?
She said, "Is he going to call it Italian or oil and vinaigrette because he usually oil and vinegar
Well,
because he
and
usually
it-
orders
Italian-
it in a paper
Italian's
bag.
got other stuff in it.
Italian's
And we
completely
made her
different.
be specific.
Yes, and Robin, I was specific, and Beth was
What did you
specific.
say?
I said oil and vinegar, which is a vinaigrette.
No, that is a vinaigrette. It's not vinaigrette.
It's vinaigrette.
No.
Howard.
You don't even know that.
I do too.
We win.
Howard,
I don't know about
The judge
this.
said we
Because,
won.
well, in a restaurant, you have a choice of oil and vinegar or vinaigrette.
That's
And
right.
she said oil and vinaigrette.
Now somebody's, for all of you that caught this live like I did, this was the controversy on the Stern Show. Because there is a difference between oil and vinegar. That just stands alone. You mix them together, that's oil and vinegar. Vinaigrette is different because there's a process where you emulsify ingredients with it. Along with herbs, you can also emulsify mustard, egg yolks, and even sugar. So those are other things added to make vinaigrette. Now vinaigrette can stand alone with oil, but it's not the same thing as oil and vinegar. This is a 20+ year controversy, and Howard still has not said that he was wrong. To this day, he has not denied it. But there is a difference, and this was part of the game. Not to mention that Howard didn't even match what Beth said. And I don't know why nobody wrote what Beth said, which is oil and vinaigrette. She did say oil and vinaigrette, as you saw at the beginning of the clip. But this is Again, this is classic history. To this day, people keep talking about it. I think I've heard Artie talk about it. Robin talk about it. Howard obviously won't talk about it because I think deep down he knows he's wrong. I think deep down he knew he was wrong. He even had people, as Gary said, they were saying there is a difference. Nobody agreed with Howard. But again, it's his show. And when it comes to competition, for all of you that listen, you know Howard will do, I don't want to say whatever to win, but he will slowly, meticulously talk his way into a victory because he feels he is right. And whatever he feels, whatever he thinks, that's what needs to happen because it's the Howard Stern Show. But after all this time, there is a difference between oil and vinegar and vinaigrette. We just need to settle this now. Howard was wrong. I hate to say it because I love Howard, but listening for 20 plus years, Howard, you were wrong. I wish you would please say this publicly yourself. There is a difference. The only one that stood up to him was Robin, which 99% of the time Robin will take his side, except this time because she even knew he was wrong. Howard didn't win. He lost to Artie. But now we still talk about it. Oil and vinegar is different than vinaigrette.
I thought this fight was stupid. Period, point blank. If the rules of the game states whatever the answer is has to match on the card. If it doesn't match, you're wrong. That was my end all be all right there. The fight was stupid. It did not need to get that heated over something this stupid or silly. My thing was, is Robin and Homeboy in the Mask, are they together at this point? Because it looked like they were all having this game and they had 0 points. So I was kind of looking at that part as my way. I'm like, are they in the game? Is she dating whoever it is in that mask? Because other than that, the fight was stupid. It was just pointless. And I don't know anything about any of that type of dressing. I use ranch, so there you go.